I give my cats away, Pandu. Thank you for the super chat. Warning: abuse victims, saving cats, donating to charities for animals in Syria. These sins will catch up to you, FFG. Such a bad person. Yeah, I know. I don't know what to say. People are people. Chuckle is a dumb chuckle at that. It's just a horrific take. I get, like, you don't want to like someone? Great. I hate your guts too. But every time I take a shot, it lands.
Sola calls me video like every day to show me the pets. And Julia she seriously seems to recognize my voice. She looks confused, like, where is it coming from? She misses me. She's not scared. She misses me. She loves me. I see some people say, like, my cat hates me. No, she loves me.
Yeah, I'm sure she loves you just like your former cats loved you. And by that, I mean, hate your guts. But since she just reminded me, y'all, our gift for BBJ for Christmas this year, you know those things they make for cats and it's like a fish and the tail flops around? Okay, so it's one of those, but it's like an updated version of that. It's a shark. And I didn't have wrapping paper with cats on it, but I had wrapping paper with dogs on it. So I wrapped it over when I dropped it over at my friend's house who has BBJ, you know. I wrote sorry on the fucking wrapping paper. So when the cat reads it, she'll know it was no hate. It was just I don't cats like that. I don't have cat wrapping paper, but I have dog wrapping paper because that's what I wrap the dog's Christmas presents with. Chantal had been torturing the community with what was going to happen to that cat for weeks. She did this. You know, she did this. Everybody knows, like, this is no secret at this point. The entire community knows exactly who the you are when it comes to the story of this cat. Do you know what kind of a narcissistic pig? Emphasis on the narcissistic, because this is a symptom of the narcissism, okay? The kind of narcissism it takes running through your sick mind to even keep coming back to this and addressing this topic. Cloppo Popo, thank you for the super chat. FFG, can we pause a second, talk about other stolen cats in this community? Okay. Where's BBJ? Living her best life since the day that she was rescued from Chantal.
Oh my God. The flat out lies is what's really scary to me.
And it's not a stolen cat. She gave her away. And you're a idiot who just wasted $5, cloppy dumbass. Thanks. Man, priorities on this day. Some of you mother will die as stupid as the day you were born. I swear to God. I don't care how much I bruise your fragile little ego. You need to understand you're not the smartest person in any room, Chantal. For real, for real. Let this be a lesson you carry with you for the rest of your life. I said it on the night of the bloop stream, and I'm going to say it again tonight. Don't you ever underestimate me again. Idiot, Chantal. You are a idiot. For real, for real. You know what we have, though, on video, as opposed to what you're saying? Here's what I have on video. Sassy Mama, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas, BBJ. Enjoy your golden years. That's so sweet of you. Why, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Gorl. Aw. My silver unicorns, thank you for the super chat. Oh, another great point. Yeah, lying that she was getting Sam back. She knew she wasn't going to stay. She was never getting Sam back. That was 100% a lie. Why would she lie about that? A play for money, of course. The Beezers would get excited. Yay, Sam's coming back. And maybe throw a little money her way. Teaspoon, thank you for the super chat. I'm overjoyed Sam is staying in a safe, stable environment. Same. I have no doubt Sam is happy there, and Chins was lying about it to get people donating. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. I choose to believe Sam is in as good of a new home as BBJ is. There's no reason not to believe that. The odds, statistically, people take care of their pets. So it's not a stretch to believe that, yeah, Sam is living his best life right now, just like BBJ. Sometimes it's not about what people say. You have to look at the person who's saying it. And again, when you lose all credibility like that, who is even listening to a word you have to say? But this is what you do. You lie when you're cornered to get the chat off of your back, like off your case, off your back. Established behavior. It's been years. She does the same thing constantly with the chat when she's getting it, you know?
My lack of self-awareness.
Nothing you say has credibility. Do you understand? Because of your behavior. Keep going, though. You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect it.
Yo, chow, this big. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't mean to sound rude, baby, I hurt or nothing. I want an independent woman if she's working with something. I want a slim, fine woman with some twerk with her. See, you got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big, fine woman with some pop, with some twerk, with some pop, with some twerk, twerk, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. To anyone watching in real time, thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you. Now, this message is directly for my mods. FFG streams sometimes are not very popular. Let the Chinians come. Unless it's like bigoted or dox info, let it go. Let it go. Unlike FFG and some other creators that are in this space, I don't have a thin skin. And thankfully, I'm one of the creators that FFG couldn't silence. FFG couldn't hold anything over on. And when it comes up to back and forth with me and FFG, please, bitch. I take care of that in my sleep. That's light work. So Chinians are welcome to criticize, are welcome to have their opinions. Because the truth is, part of the stream is me laughing at the Chinians. Because I'd be damned if an ugly bitch like that, loud and wrong bitch like that, a carbon copy of a bitch like of like Chantel would be playing in my face. See, FFG know to play in y'all faces. She don't do it over here. She's tried. Look at where it got her. Now, just to back up a bit, today's stream was supposed to be going over Chantel being at Walmart. And then I was going to try to tie in Rosie, who used her rollator last night at midnight. And I think she started her walk at like 1, a little after 1 a.m. And I was just like, oh, we gonna have a good time. I wake up to a message that included a tweet. And I'm like, what's this? Got some of my morning stuff done real quick. What is this? And I saw it was a tweet from Chris, FFG's brother. He's been quiet for a while. What could he be possibly talking about? And I'm like, oh, wait, this tweet is recent. Hold on. Who activated Chris? And then, got to wipe the crust out of my eyes and fully wake up. And I'm just like, oh, he's confirming something we already knew, but it's nice to have it written out. And part of me was just wondering who activated him? What happened? But this is the tweet that I woke up to and I said, oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. And when I got the specific date, I said, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. I want dates. So this is not going to be a one-time stream. There will be videos to follow because there's a lot of streams we got to go over. Because FFG has a lot in y'all faces. I want to remind everyone, and I know you're going to get sick of hearing this. Don't get me wrong. I know, but I don't care. I've been told y'all. I said years ago, this bitch lies. She lies with ease, and it's concerning. Now, for the most part, I don't think people were too concerned because she'd be maybe lying, when it comes to like viewers or myself. So it's just like, whatever. And I'm just like, no, I'm trying to tell y'all, this bitch is a lying ass hoe. Like, she's a fraud. But I was told I'm a jealous hater. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, something's actually up with her. Like, these lies are not okay. But hey, I'm used to it. I've been around here for a few years. Sometimes it takes a minute for people to actually hear what I've been saying, even when I've been saying it for a while. But here, we're seated. This is the tweet that I woke up to. I was just like, okay, let's go. Chris tweeted out, and for those questioning, yes, this was confirmed to be FFG's brother. That's not a question at all. Most people in this community know already, but if you ever needed confirmation, BBJ died in 2023, and my sister has her urn at her house. This won't have much of an effect, but YouTube is coming. Just know, like you already know, in your hearts, BBJ has been dead for a long time. BBJ has been dead since 2023. If I'm being real, I didn't think it was that far back. I knew BBJ was gone. Chris had alluded to it for a while. I didn't know it was that far back. And just so we're clear on the dates, according to FFG brother, it was October 17th, 2023. So a little over 2 years ago. Today is November 18th, 2025. And through these last 2 years, there's not one viewer that can confidently say FFG came out and confirmed BBJ has passed away. Now, the issue with this isn't that FFG did something for BBJ to pass away. BBJ was old. BBJ was going to pass away. It's the reasoning behind why FFG would want to keep that to herself, wouldn't want to share that with the community. Whether you like it or not, I think it comes down to a few reasons, but please believe the number one reason is greed, is money. Because FFG through the years has accepted super chats on behalf of BBJ. Nothing wrong with that. People wanted to support her because she did her big one with Chantel. And let's be clear, I want to echo what Yaba said this morning during the support group. This would have never happened if it wasn't for the actions of Chantel, if it wasn't for the neglect, if it wasn't for the fact that she was willing to toss her cats aside for some temporary dick. if you want to call it that. But what I found interesting was that even through some of those super chats, she didn't even clarify. Not only that, she revisited the BBJ rescue. She revisited big moments around that time. And what would happen during those streams? A lot of support would come in. People would celebrate such a big, unforgettable moment in this space. But not once did she clarify. And we're going to go over a few things, even down to FFG's talking about Christmas gifts that she's getting BBJ. A dead cat. Now, I want to get this pulled up and then go through some of the support and get started. The hope is it's not a super lengthy stream, but because it's me, let's be for real. Let's be oh so for real. So a viewer did ask for a specific month. And I was just like, yeah, when I first started to tweet, like, okay, when 2023 is that's a long ass year, like every year. When? And the viewer asked, what month? October 2023. And since then, Chris has narrowed it down to October 17th, 2023. We're going to go over, and let's be clear, there's many streams to cover. And off top, I want to shout out Foodie to, I hope I said your name right, Foodie 2. I have your name edited in this edit, so if I'm saying it wrong, trust me, I got it right in here. Fruity Toots, or is it Fruity Tootie? Either way, the edit will be in here and you will get all the credit. One thing you don't do is fuck with cats. The second thing you don't do it in a community where people will find the time. Because Fruity, I'm gonna call you Fruity T. Fruity T has had her foot on FFG's neck since last night. When I tell you Fruity T must have been going through these transcripts like crazy, I'm now following you, baby. You have shit I have not even gone through myself. And I'm like, this came out over the last few hours and you've been, say less. You have time. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It's just like, this is just another example of what it looks like for a creator to not just sit their fat ass behind a screen and react to what's in front of them. There's a special breed of reactors when it comes to this. And the truth is, FFG and Rachel kind of fit in the same box. Not only do you go out of your way to insert yourself into the lives of these train wrecks, let's be real, to capitalize, you lie about it. Here's the thing. If FFG came out and said, hey, BBJ died, no shit, BBJ was gonna die. There's not one person that can explain why she didn't admit to that, and also why she continued on and carried on the way she did within her streams. There's not one person. And let's be clear, for anybody wondering why FFG may be a bit silent, she did put up a community tab post about a few hours ago. There was a giveaway winner and she needed to announce that, but it's FFG. She's been very quiet since then. And if you don't think she's trying to take a look at what's being said, take a look at what angle she can attack this, because here's the thing. There's only one way to answer that's kind of safe-ish for FFG. It's saying nothing at all. Here's why. Anything she says in a response, if there's a lie, to debunk it, 9 times out of 10, myself or another creator like Yaba or a viewer who is now combing through her content will have it ready to debunk. The second thing, and the second reason why staying silent is probably what's best for her, and the most important reason, her brother. If FFG even hints at claiming that her brother lies, she is going to activate the fuck out of her brother. And her brother, according to him, said he may be starting a YouTube channel. FFG activating her brother was probably the worst thing she could have done. And we're going to go over some of her brother's tweets, more of them. And we're going to go over some of the back and forth that FFG's brother had on Twitter, a public social media platform, with FFG's dad. Yes, I need you to hear it again. FFG's brother and FFG's dad were going back and forth on Twitter. For a long time, there was speculation that account was FFG's dad, but it made no sense because in my mind, I'm like, whose parents about to be on Twitter going back and forth? A Reactor's parent? Like, come on, like that's y'all reaching. And it was rumored that people just thought it was FFG pretending to be her dad. And I wouldn't say I thought it was FFG, but I definitely thought it was somebody trolling. Just like I thought it was somebody trolling when it comes to her brother. No. That was FFG's brother, confirmed. And he confirmed today that is, in fact, their dad. And they were going back and forth, dragging each other with personal shit. Personal shit that can't be denied. See, FFG brought this all on herself. The truth is, I wouldn't have been paying attention to FFG these last couple of years if it wasn't for the shit that she was trying to do with me. I would have been lost right now. I'd been like, what the fuck is happening? Like, girl, you gonna respond to this? What the fuck is this? But no. I started to catch on to what she was attempting to do with me, and I don't react quickly. I'm gonna sit back and let you keep piling up them lies. That's why all my FFG streams hit. That's why hers don't. We're going to get into this stream from exactly a month after BBJ was put down. And to be clear, Chris, FFG's brother, did answer to a viewer who asked how it happened. And BBJ had to be put down because BBJ was very sick. So BBJ, from the time that she was rescued, lived her life for about 8 months. And I'm not going to shit on that. That's 8 months. That's 8 months. Who knows how sick she really was? And I'm not going to take away from there being a chance that maybe FFG did give her good care. I'm going to assume it was better care than Chantel. And I want to read this very short, quick opinion when it comes to what's been happening, at least from today. Cappuccino in Discord wrote this, and it was short and sweet, and I agree. I thought about how to summarize the rescue of BBJ. BBJ went into a better environment, not better hands. Can't word that any better. FFG is Chantel's clone. FFG is Chantel Jr. FFG knows how to capitalize and manipulate viewers in this space, and a lot of people, they see it, but they refuse to accept it. Why? Because you need a community to belong to so badly. Some of the same viewers who make fun of Beezers, you're just like them. I just call you Chinians. It's pathetic. Let's get into some of the support, and then we'll get into some of the stream from the 17th. And I want to repeat, this is one of many to come. I'm not going to be covering FFG back to back because I still got Chantel, I still got Rosie, but now we know what to look for specifically when it comes to that. I already pointed out a lot of lies. I still have more receipts to go, but I also want to see how Miss FFG responds. That lying ass, fraud ass, fake ass bitch that did all of this to herself for what? To make money off the platform? It was that serious? You that greedy? Okay. Smee should have swallowed. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you so much for the super chat, giving us a hype before Christmas tree. And let me tell you, this shit woke me the fuck up this morning. I didn't even need my energy drink this morning. I said, hold the fuck up. And then When I saw Chris and FFG's dad going back and forth, bitch, that was like a second shot of espresso. I said, "Oh, I am up. I'm alert." And then come to find out, FFG dad blocked me on Twitter. I have never interacted with you, sir. I don't interact. Why did you block me? What did I do? What did your daughter tell? I mean, to be fair, I would block me too. I mean, I do drag the dog shit out of your daughter. But like, I don't even interact with you. Never interacted with you. I just been keeping notes. Jeez. My God. So, ugh. Little Happy Turtle. Thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Hi, Auntie. You said you will have house guests over the holidays. Yes. Does Ria know he has to protect all of you from the palmetto bugs? He'll still be asleep. He can't be slacking his duties because it's the holidays, that part. Let me tell you something. I have 2 vacuums. I'm going to make sure I have one on each side of the house, and I'm dead ass serious because I know Rio isn't going to do nothing to help me. But it is what it is. And thank you again, boo. Thank you. You know Rio going to leave me for dead. Spoiled ass cat. Did I ever tell you about the time I came back from watching The Last Lion King? So it was maybe like 2, 3, whenever The Last Lion King came out. Not the one with Blue Ivy, the one before that. So whenever that one came out, I came home because I was so inspired. I was like, I know I have a Mufasa in him. Granted, he's a Simba at the moment. I know I have a Mufasa. I sat him down to have a whole conversation to inspire him, to let him know what I see in him. Do you know he just looked at me and walked away? He looked at me confused and then walked away. I am giving you motivation so you could see your inner Mufasa, and you're walking away. Keep in mind, he used to be on the street. I took him in off the street, loved my baby for years, and he couldn't even sit there and listen to the encouragement I was trying to pour into him. It was really giving Scar energy, if I'm being real, but I ain't gonna go there. How is her mouth open that wide and still can't see any teeth? Baby, when I tell you, I knew y'all was gonna gag at the at the thumbnail, but I had to put that one up. Mind you, this is how prepared, I guess you could say, I am. This thumbnail is actually an old thumbnail that I hadn't used yet. I have a few thumbnails lined up for FFG. When I tell you me and FFG are locked in for life, we are locked in for life when it comes to this online shit. I literally just went through the catalog. I was like, oh, which one haven't I used? Oh, that one looks good. That one looks good. There's many more. There's many, many more. One thing about me, I put my thumbnail dude to work. I know he probably wondering, what the fuck are you talking about on YouTube? But hey, it is what it is. Yes, I wanted to make sure I highlight this just so anyone's confused, just in case anyone was confused. BBJ was rescued February 23rd of 2023, and she was put down October 17th of 2023. So again, about 8 months. Eldridge, thank you so much, boo. Thank you so much for 4 months. I appreciate you, Circus. Thank you. I hope FFG never gets to enjoy comfort on the platform again. BBJ was innocent in all of this. She deserves better. Here's the thing. If I'm being wrong, nothing's going to happen to FFG. All it is, it just adds to the behavior that she's had on the platform. But as far as something shifting when it comes to FFG, no. As long as she brings her ass back on the platform and drag Chantel the way her viewers expect, nothing's going to happen. What I hope comes from these is that more people open up their eyes. If you want to support a lying asshole like her, even though if this was Chantel, you would respond very differently, by all means. By all means, that's you. I'm never going to let a bitch play in my face like this. No. So if this can open up a few more eyes, or I simply just have something on the platform that can't be debunked, keep in mind, FFG all this time could have simply shown BBJ. But as I said last time, remember hashtag when did BBJ pass away? Remember when I started that hashtag? She couldn't answer because she knew what it was. BBJ was gone. BBJ was gone. And this only happened due to her lies. She didn't have to do that. She chose to, though. Sounds like a problem. Thank you, boo. I hope you like the makeup. This was your suggestion. I hope I picked the right colors, mind you. Oh, speaking of, I'm using the Muerte palette from Milk Cosmetics. It's the same colors I always use. Katrina and oh no, I actually just used Katrina today because I use a different gold on my inner corner. But this look is actually brought to you guys by Sound Like You Problem. I appreciate you, my beauty godmama. Remember to like the stream. One like equals one less cigarette for FFG. Speaking of that, I know she went through a pack today. Let me actually close out this poll real quick. Let me close out this poll. Let's see. Oh, there was 1.2K votes. Did you expect FFG to at least mention BBJ's passing to viewers at some point? 56% said yes. 44% said no. And both of those are valid because there's a lot of people who are like, it is what it is. We didn't want to know. And it's not about BBJ passing. That's expected. It's what FFG did after BBJ passed. And if Chantel did a fraction of this, I'm going to assume there'd be a lot more yeses than nos. But that's just my opinion. But again, both valid. Blue Canary, thank you so much for 2 months. She was trying to have us think BBJ was immortal. I think she was just trying for a long time to figure out how she's going to spin it when that wasn't necessary. Even down to the lie of her having BBJ was unnecessary. I think FFG is so used to lying her way through life, she thought she had to do the same thing on the platform. And she truly didn't. If she had BBJ, she had BBJ. And the truth is, I think she would have still got a lot of support if she said, hey, by the way, especially when it comes to those super chats of people saying, hey, this is for BBJ. If she simply said, hey, I appreciate the support. Thank you. I just want you to know moving forward, I won't need it for BBJ. You know, she could have said something real quick, literally under a minute, and said, I just want to move on. Simple. Chantel could have went on to rage about it, saying whatever she wanted to say. And she could have, FFG would have had every right to be like, listen, I did my best. It is what it is. Let Chantel rage. I'm moving forward. I wouldn't have faltered for that. I actually would have been like, you know what? I don't like you, bitch, but you did that. You did. You did. But no, she had to keep it going. And now her brother and her father are on Twitter going back and forth. Secret Squirrel, thank you so much for the 10 gifted members. And to the 10 members, please enjoy. Remember, you do have access to the Discord. Mercury, thank you so much. You know, I always say this wrong, but thank you so much. Since the incredible, I rebuke you. I have been using it nonstop, so I wanted to thank you with something of similar value in my country. When someone asks for attention they don't deserve, we say, get down from the cross. We need the wood. Love you. I actually love that saying, and shout out to you. Thank you, thank you. And that's a very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Get down from the cross. We need the wood. This actually would fit when it comes to FFG as well. Sadly. Sloan, I appreciate you. Thank you for 6 months. Hi, Charlie. Height of the day is 5'11". I'll take it. I'll take it. You hear that, everybody? 5'11". Period. Thank you. I'm going to get to more of the support in a moment. I want to actually I know what you talk about, Ophelia, from freaking Jocelyn. Wait, that's Jocelyn, right? Yeah, that's Jocelyn. See, I drew a blank for a second. For anyone in my Discord, on Sundays, we watch Mess. And one of the things that we watch is Jocelyn's Cabaret, and that's part of her. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. I love seeing when new viewers come watch with us because I don't think they know what to expect. And baby, it's a hot mess. But thank you so much, Ophelia. I appreciate you. Now let's get into some of the stream from November 17th, 2023. And that is exactly a month after BBJ was put down, according to FFG's brother, which I want to actually say this before I get into it. Yeah, I know I talk forever. FFG could easily come out and just say her brother's lying. Maybe that's not the date. I don't believe for a second BBJ's alive. Maybe that's not the date. I'm going to go ahead and assume she's going to watch what she says about her brother, seeing that he seems like he's ready to go. even though, and I know this may be an unpopular opinion, I did side eye him. I dead ass side eyed FFG's brother because I'm like, you come in, drop some stuff, leave. And I feel like the follow through wasn't there, especially based on someone who wanted the attention of the community so badly. Keep in mind, I still haven't heard word of this recording, the one that was supposed to be related to BBJ that FFG is on. I still no word on that. I don't know, but if he does start a YouTube channel, I'll have my notifications on. Yes, use your own platform, start your own platform. YouTube channels are very free to start up. I'll be seated. But I'm not necessarily holding my breath only because I believed he would be speaking up a bit more the last time. So this time around, I do question like what sparked this? Truly what sparked this? I don't believe he just woke up one day and said, let me just tell these viewers the truth. I'd be interested in knowing what sparked it this time. And are you dipping again, or what can we look forward to? And that's just how I feel on that.
Popping the fuck off. We are reliving one of my favorite moments of girl world history tonight. It's gonna be a fucking good one. Brace yourselves, bitches. I hope you guys had a great day. Tonight's revisiting of these streams is gonna be an interesting one for me because the moment that this was all going down, you okay, let's take it back in time. Hold on. I'm very excited for tonight, as you could tell. It was February 23rd, 2023. BBJ had been rescued, yada yada.
And I just want to remind y'all to go into this understanding that BBJ has passed away at this point. BBJ was put down exactly a month ago, according to FFG's brother. So remember that while listening to this.
Yada yada. Am I keeping BBJ like in my home? No, I'm not a cat person. I have a dog. It's just not my thing. But BBJ is in the familia now. As Chantal told everybody, it was a beezer who got BBJ, who worked on her for BBJ. A beezer? Maybe. A double agent? Somewhat. My sister-in-law? Abso-fucking-lutely.
I just wanted to make sure we revisit that. Remember that the whole Amy Flowers and all of that, her sister-in-law, all of that, those are her words. Those were her words. And once again, her brother confirmed, once again, no, FFG had the cat the whole time. There is no Amy Flowers. He's not married. He doesn't know who Amy Flowers is. FFG had BBJ the whole time. Can someone explain to me why that lie would be necessary? But let's read the tweet together. I've gone over other receipts, obviously in the past where he said this, but this is the most recent, so let's go over it. From a reply from a viewer that said, thank you. Were you her cat dad then? Saying that to FFG's brother, Chris. He said, no, I picked her up from the door, left her with my sister, and she was always with my sister from the beginning. I don't know Amy Flowers. I was never married to her. And BBJ stayed with my sister from the beginning until the end, which wasn't very long, unfortunately. Once again, even in the last few hours, FFG's brother is saying, listen, this is where I played a part. BBJ was left with my sister. BBJ was with my sister the whole time. Why was that lie necessary? Because that's what FFG does. She lies when it's not even needed. I think it's her default, which is why she needs to get help. Truly. This cat was used for revenge and I got yous. Nothing more. And money. Correct. Correct. Because some of these lies didn't make sense. It truly was unnecessary. Just like, you made up a whole, like, it's bad enough, like, you went out your way to do that. Like, don't get me wrong. Would you get a bit of criticism for that, sure. But would the support change knowing that BBJ was in the home? What would change? What was the point of that? But that's just what it is. Let's see. Oh, just so we're clear, Tenacious, I don't know if this is criticism. I just want to maybe correct this real quick. You said Funny Yaba and Charlie are collaborating with Chris. I've never actually spoken to Chris. I follow his social media. I actually do with Chris what I do with everyone. So I just want to make sure I clarify that. Could I have reached out to Chris? Sure. But I haven't actually reached out to Chris. I will be in the same chat as him. I don't tag him, nothing. I'll be reading and screenshotting shit. Don't get me wrong. But I do with Chris what I do with everyone I cover. I follow your social media. So I just want to make sure I correct that for you, boo. Let me get to a bit more of the support and then get going on here. Danny, thank you so much for 9 months. I knew it was going to be bad, but didn't think it was this bad. I knew this is what it was. I just didn't know it was that long. Remember, I've been following FFG for a while. Her behavior, I just kept it quiet. I knew there were going to be lies in here. I just didn't know it was that long. Did I wonder? But I did not think BBJ has been gone for 2 years. I was just like, keep in mind, earlier this year, she said a few things about BBJ, which we'll go over. What would be the reason to keep lying? I could maybe wrap my head around like, hey, when it first happened, she just needed a moment because it's a lot. It's to grieve. Even if she had BBJ for a short time, 8 months is a long time, honestly. It don't take long for people to get attached to pets. It don't. So I could understand maybe her just wanting a moment. But even in 2025, she kept it going. There's no excuse. That's the truth. Some Polish chick, thank you so much for 4 months. Speaking of regional sayings, in Polish we say, cover yourself in glitter if you want to shine so badly. To all the tryhards. Ooh, I like that. Feel free to change it to gold dust instead Sharbubu Queen. Thank you, boo. Ooh, cover yourself in glitter if you want to shine so badly. That part. Take notes. I appreciate you, boo. Jazz, thank you. Charlie's live. Ooh, on my day off, look at my chuckle fucks. Period. Chuckle fucks. That shit ended up being so funny, and I appreciate you. Cara, thank you so much for 14 months. FFG and Chantel are turning into the same person. They've been the same person, but I agree. How dare you use BBJ like that? Because she saw it was easy. You got to remember, when it comes to pets, when it comes to animals, in a lot of spaces online, not just this one, you know what kind of emotion you're going to get out of people. And to pull off what she pulled off, and let's be clear, she wouldn't have been able to do that if Chantel wasn't as neglectful and reckless as she was. To pull that off, praise was going to come in. Don't get me wrong. Even me who didn't like FFG, I was like, she did that. I don't like the bitch, but she did that. It's everything that followed that had me side-eyeing her. And let's not pretend FFG didn't continue using BBJ as a way to get at Chantel. It's one thing to rescue this cat and let's move on. Did my big one, let's move on. Now we know she's not going to be put down unnecessarily. But it's just the way she kept going. And I do believe part of the reason she didn't want to be honest about BBJ being put down is because she still needed that tool to take shots at Chantel with. Even though what she did, for the most part, got praise, but it wasn't enough for FFG. She needed more. And that's where a lot of the greed comes in. Luby Lou, thank you so much for 5 months. Stunning as usual, Charlie, replay gang, but love you. No problem, boo. I'll be right here for the replay, and I thank you for 5 months. Just Jamie, thank you. Chinyan's views and engagement still count. I've already seen some of her sims really reaching on X, and it's so pathetic. She lied to them for 2 years. 2 years. They can't excuse it. They want to put it to rest. They just want to put it to rest. But you know what's so funny? When Chantel would pipe up they would get excited at FFG responding. FFG would respond and still not tell y'all. So it's only exciting when the criticism is aimed at Chantel because you hate her so much. But a lot of Chinians and some viewers, the truth is, y'all are so dumb and pathetic, you can't even think to yourself, hey, I can actually criticize two people in this situation. I can actually sit here and say, both of you are wrong for this reason and that reason. You feel the need to constantly pick sides, or God forbid, give Chantel a valid talking point. A bitch who can't even string a sentence together without even being problematic, you worried about her having something over your favorite creator. Guess what? She wouldn't have it if your favorite creator didn't put it on a silver platter. Thankfully, Chantel is stupid. But she's not the only one in this space. Mew, thank you so much for 52 months. Hey, Mew Boo. I'm here for this, listening while I work. Hey, Boo, we got a lot to catch up on. Mew, her daddy and her brother was on Twitter going at it, bitch. C. Finley, thank you so much for the super chat. You were right from the beginning. You have every right to say that shit loud. Thank you. And I get it. Some people don't like the messenger. I do get it. That's a personal problem. And thank you again. Thank you again, Boo. Sounds like a you problem at home where someone chain smokes is not a safe home for a pet. I thought about that possibly being one of the reasons she didn't want to tell viewers BBJ was with her the whole time. Because I thought maybe that's what she was thinking, that viewers would bring up how much she chain smokes. And that's not good for a pet. Obviously, even worse for an elderly pet. That's the only thing I can think of. But guess what? That's for FFG's line ass to respond to. Let's see if FFG has enough respect for the viewers she's lied to for the last 2 years to actually give you an honest response. Highly doubt it.
Like, I don't know what the emotion is. Nervous, numb, a little shaky, I was off my game that night. Let's put it that way. So while we did kind of jump in and react in real time, it wasn't me on my A game. You know what I mean? It was me massively distracted and just like all anxiety riddled and worked up about what had just been going on. So this one is for me. You remember you guys remember when it was my birthday coming up and I was like, on my birthday, we're going to do a stream and it's going to be, I called it Dealer's Choice. I'm going to pick any like moment from Shantopolis, any moment from the past, and I want to react to what I want to react. This is this is what I wanted to do for my birthday. It was her raid stream over the BBJ thing. If I win a calendar, would you sign it?
Now, this is the stream she did on her birthday. It's important to know that this is about 2 weeks after BBJ was put down. I want to run that back. This is about 2 weeks after BBJ was put down.
Stream over the BBJ thing. If I win a calendar, would you sign it? I suppose, if you want me to. You want me to sign my name or like tell you to fuck off or something? You know what? You let me know. When you contact me, if you win the calendar, you let me know what you want me to write. I can verbally abuse you or just literally a little heart in my name. It's up to you. I'm down for whatever. Oh, you could do a little paw drawing and sign for BBJ too. That would be the cutest fucking thing. We didn't do it.
The paw drawing would, I'm assuming, be one she already had, seeing that at this point BBJ was dead. And you know what's really weird about this, the whole calendar giveaway? Even if she was honest about BBJ, passing away, I do believe she'd still get a lot of support just off the strength of the fact that she did, get BBJ away from Chantel. Sure, a lot of people would be sad, but she'd still get support. People would probably be pining over the calendar even more because it would be maybe something to celebrate the memory of BBJ. But no, even in these moments, and it's the joy in her voice that throws me off. It's just like, yeah, I guess you can argue maybe she was sad, but anytime BBJ was brought up, She had joy. And it wasn't until people started to have more questions, start to connect dots, that's when you started to hear the anger come from FFG when it comes to the topic of BBJ. Remember, at this point, there was no questions. It just happened earlier that year. No one thought anything happened to BBJ because she was talking about the shots BBJ was getting, the care, all of that. So there was no question. As time went on, people started to be like, wait, when is the last time we got a BBJ update? And as those voices got louder, and as creators started to use their platforms to ask the same questions, that joy turned into anger. And she still didn't say anything.
On my birthday, we're doing it tonight. Why? Because Piggy kind of pushed my hand tonight. What can I say? Although, yes, I'm very behind on everything that's gone on and been said and done today, I did take a little look over at the community tab. She just did even another community tab post raging about the fucking cat again. Stress mess. What's the matter with me?
Reminder, this is from earlier this year. She's in that clip back in 2023 talking about Chantel raging over BBJ. This is just one example of what it started to sound like when you did ask FFG about BBJ.
Thank you for the super chat, girl. When did the cat blast? Why are you deflecting? Who mentioned the cat, you stupid fucking idiot? How is it a deflection when nobody's talking about the cat? Nobody's talking about. Do you have a dictionary? Go look up deflection. We are here talking about Koki, and nobody mentioned the cat. It's not a deflection, you stupid fucking sheep. Go get a dictionary. Go and look what deflection means. And get the fuck out of my chat and out of my face. When did the cat pass? Why? Because Charlie Gold said so? Oh, well, if Charlie Gold said so, then it must be right. Stupid fucking idiot. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You understand? I'm sitting here telling you how stupid these people are being. Do you know how extra stupid it is when you come in and say something that dumb? Whatever. So, yeah, listen.
Technically, the reason I said BBJ was gone is because FFG's brother confirmed that. This was back in July. For as much hatred that comes from FFG, as much as FFG likes to really get one over on someone, you don't think if FFG could have proved BBJ was alive, she would have? She couldn't. So all she could give is anger. So here she is upset because Charlie Gold said so. I was just repeating what her brother said, but I also wasn't wrong. It's interesting that she couldn't respect her viewers enough to just be like, listen, this is what happened. I'm going to put my defense down, the deflection, all the lies to the side. This is what happened. This is how it went down, and I'm moving on. She couldn't even do that. Because as much as we talk about Chantel's defiance, how reactionary Chantel is, FFG is very similar. Sucks to suck. And the reason I left the volume at its regular is because I wanted you to hear it. I could have turned it down during editing. No. I wanted you to hear how FFG would speak to viewers. We criticize Chantel for how she shits on a lot of viewers, but yeah, a lot of y'all get shit on her all the time and used to just take it. Interesting. Taz D, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for going through this. Have been off Twitter until now. Oh, baby, there's a lot to go over. So buckle in, especially when it comes to the exchange between FFG's brother and her father. And thank you again for the support, boo. Sloan, what about the Gucci collar? The Gucci collar, that happened when BBJ was still alive. That was confirmed this morning in Yaba's stream, and I was able to go back myself to confirm that. But based on the date that Chris did give us, BBJ was still alive when FFG allegedly purchased that Gucci collar. And I say allegedly because that bitch has lied so much through the years, it's hard to tell what was true. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sound like you problem. I'm happy you approve. You know, I was looking for that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. Danny, thank you. Now we know why the BBJ calendar only had a few pictures. And what year was the calendar? 23 or 24? So sad. BBJ deserves better. We'll go over it. She started it at the end of 2023. The calendar giveaway actually started after BBJ passed. And again, she could have used that as a memory for BBJ. And we'll go over that. There's a clip that goes over the exact moment. She could have maybe thought about it, was thinking about it prior to BBJ passing. That could be the case. But the giveaways actually started after BBJ passed. And for those who are going to focus on the fact that the calendars were a giveaway, if you don't think FFG knew doing that giveaway would still funnel in a shit ton of monetary support, you are fooling yourself. Please go talk to somebody else who's dumb. Don't talk to me. A lot of what she did was calculated, and she played in y'all faces. Robin, thank you so much for the super chat. Had a meeting in 30 minutes, so I can't stay for the whole live, but I wanted to show you love. I'll definitely be watching the playback. I appreciate you, Robin. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shadow, thank you so much for 7 months. I can't believe it's been 7 months already. I love you and your community and Discord. Your makeup is upslaying today. Thank you. Not 7-6. I know that's right. Thank you, boo. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Before the stream is over, I just got to make sure I tell my mods, as long as I can remember, I'm going to drop a few links again. Because, ooh, it's been popping in Discord. You know, we circle jerk and all of that, according to Rachel. But, ooh, Discord has been popping. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my Discord. We do that. Goodbye, Kyle. Thank you so much for the super chat. Lying by omission is still a lie. Accepting donations and super chats for a deceased animal and blocking anyone from mentioning the cat, that's the move of a smarter Chantel. You're sick. Yes, you're a sick fuck, Annie. That. And goodbye, Kyle. I'm happy you brought that up because there's a few clips just like that in today's stream. Let's actually continue to go over some of that.
If she's going to come out and make posts about trying to tell new viewers about like what really happened, okay. If you're going to talk to your non-existent new audience and try and change history, I told you I'm always going to be here to talk to that same non-existent new audience of yours and just correct the record.
Same. It's a lack of self-awareness. I want to remind y'all in this stream, she's referring to Chantel and her lies. Not even, maybe remembering, maybe having it in the back of her mind, she's actively not telling her viewers that BBJ has passed. She's going to keep dunking on Chantel, keep criticizing Chantel, but doing something very similar, being misleading, not telling her viewers that, hey, BBJ has passed. If you choose to support me moving forward, I appreciate it. Just know I won't need any help when it comes to BBJ, because that's where a lot of the support came from. Did FFG ask for the support? No, but it's a given. Viewers weren't going to do that. She knows how much people in this community and all over, for the most part, love animals, love helping, especially one that was neglected. So she has all this mouth saying this with her whole chest. And in this moment, BBJ has been dead and put down for a month. And it's crickets on that.
So that's what we're doing here tonight. We're going to have a lot of shits and gigs at her expense, and we're going to correct the record for anybody possibly new to Shantopoulos, maybe wasn't around when the whole thing went down. And yeah, it's going to be a great fucking time. I can't wait. Selfishly, Chantal had been torturing the community with what was going to happen to that cat for weeks. She did this. You know, she did this. before we get into bloops and any redo bloops or anything like that, we have a giveaway to get to tonight. It's perfect and on theme, on trend. Tonight, we're taking a little break from the BBJ calendars, and we are going to pivot over to the BBJ mugs. All right? So tonight...
Do you think tonight would have been a good time to mention BBJ was put down a month ago? I feel like people would still want to enter the giveaway. Do you think... No? Too soon? Just a thought?
We will be selecting, well, not tonight, but tonight we will be giving away, I should say, 3 iconic moments in history, iconic BBJ rescue mugs, okay? BBJ living her best fucking life on these.
This is something I've known for a while, and because they are writing it out with their own name, their own words, I'm going to now say publicly. Alexis is someone who used to be cool with a few people in this space. One of them being Shannon, Chantel's former BFF. I think they're friends again, working some shit out. I knew about this. I just couldn't use certain information because unless they say it's okay for me to use it, I don't want to put people in awkward positions, especially with the way FFG used to threaten people. I'm okay with her coming at me, but I would try to not put anyone in certain situations. Thank you for writing it out, Alexis. I heard it September 2023 from Shannon that FFG had her. Let's be very clear. I'm pretty sure Shannon still circles this space, but I can only imagine why Shannon's probably not going to say anything. Not only do we know FFG helped Shannon financially, and that's one of the ways she likes to control people, who's to say what FFG has on Shannon? There was a falling out because Shannon told people that. And from my understanding, it was just Alexis. It may have been someone else. I don't know. And that's, again, there's a lot of stuff I know privately that I'm not saying unless that person's comfortable coming forward to say it. So yeah, there was something that happened behind the scenes because Shannon, I guess, was not supposed to say that because it was a lie that was supposed to, never surface. Just so y'all know. Just say, oh, Clonka, let's be clear. It will always be fuck Shannon. But she played a part in this too. Yeah, that was public knowledge. Yeah. I don't want you to think that was like a secret. Yeah, FFG has helped Shannon before. One of the worst people to receive help from is people like FFG. It's not as simple as you think, and there's always strings attached. And sometimes what's attached to them strings is threats.
These mugs. It's fuck shit pictures, just like the calendar. You're going to laugh, all right? But don't worry. We got shit tons of calendars. So I ordered another big ass box of calendars. We're going to keep this going because I think it's cute. You guys want the calendars, and I fucking love them. And I love how much it bothers.
Hold on. Alexis, let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. Because I know I made sure to not say anything until you were ready. Let me know when you're ready. And that goes out to a lot of people that have been scared to come forward with a lot of shit when it comes to FFG. If you're ready to come forward, please bring some receipts. Yes, she's a documented liar, but please, because it's me and I like to back certain things up with receipts too. So for those who are ready to come forward, please hit me up.
Even Chantal, sure. Listen, if she wants to sip from that mug and cry a couple of tears every day, absolutely enter the giveaway, Chantal. Do it. So wrong, Chantal. And like a documented animal abuser. Everybody knows, like, this is no secret at this point. The entire community knows exactly who the fuck you are when it comes to the story of this cat. Do you know what kind of a narcissistic pig Emphasis on the narcissistic, because this is a symptom of the narcissism, okay? The kind of narcissism it takes.
Please listen to this. Please listen to this. And please take in the lack of self-awareness, knowing everything you know right now. Again, this stream was from after BBJ was put down.
Running through your sick fucking mind to even keep coming back to this and addressing this topic. Kloppo Popo, thank you for the super chat. FFG, can we pause a second, talk about other stolen cats in this community?
This is from May of this year. Let's run it back a few seconds. Remember this, she's talking about herself. And let's take a look at the clip from May of this year.
Narcissism, okay? The kind of narcissism it takes, running through your sick fucking mind, to even keep coming back to this and addressing this topic. Kloppo Popo, thank you for the super chat. FFG, can we pause a second, talk about other stolen cats in this community? Okay. Where's BBJ? Living her best fucking life since the day that she was rescued from Chantal. And it's not a stolen cat. She gave.
I'm not going to pretend I know every saying in every part of the world. In Canada, when someone says living their best fucking life, do you still say that about the dead? Here in the States, normally we refer to people living in that way. I don't know if Canada has, different sayings, different meanings. I'm open to being corrected about that. But BBJ is living her best fucking life. This is from May of this year. Can someone from Canada define that for me? Maybe. There's right. Isn't that present tense? Isn't that present tense? Right? It could be a Canadian saying like, I know you are Canadian. I know you. Hey, from May of this year. You don't have to address everything, right? You really don't. Even me, I don't have to address anything. I could literally pick and choose the comments. If I pick a suit, sometimes y'all be shocking me with the super chats, and I'll be like, oh, it's all up to me how I respond to them. Why would she respond with a lie? She didn't want to do. Ain't nobody still a cat. You could believe what you want. Moving on. But no, she specifically said BBJ is living her best fucking life. A dead cat? A dead cat? Okay. All right. Okay.
Her away. And you're a fucking idiot who just wasted $5, cloppy dumbass. Thanks. Man, priorities on this day. Some of you motherfuckers will die as stupid as the day you were born. I swear to God. That is the power of narcissistic personality disorder in my.
That was a good example, wasn't it? I mean, she was talking about Chantel, but she's also speaking on herself. And something that I want y'all to remember, since I did kind of say it a few years ago, FFG projects a lot. And I'm not kidding when I say this here. I have met no creator in this space that projects more than FFG. You can name any creator. There is no creator that projects more than FFG. And the truth is, I don't know a creator who has lied more than FFG. And for those who may be new, I follow a lot in this space. I'm a nosy bitch. I love drama. You put it on the internet, if it seems interesting, I'm going to follow. And this is coming from someone who followed the likes of Gaining Ground, Negs, and so many others. Crazy, right?
My opinion, or I should say narcissism in general. This is for attention, a little pity me, and a sad attempt at rewriting history. It'll never work. I don't care how much I bruise your fragile little fucking ego. You need to understand you're not the smartest person in any fucking room, Chantal. For real, for real. Let this.
And that was part of FFG's problem. She thought she was the smartest person in the room. I think FFG, in her mind, because she got away with scamming so much in her personal life, she thought she can effortlessly do it online. There's a screen blocking her. There's not that face-to-face. Let's not forget, FFG has more evictions than she has chins. And that is crazy. And there has been documented content that has gone through what she did when it comes to that. Please don't be mistaken. You don't gotta like me. But FFG is a scammer. She's a fraud. And she did it in her personal life for so long, and she thought she had to keep doing it. When the truth is, it don't matter what you went through in your personal life. The luck and the opportunities that some of us has gotten in this space sometimes can't even put into words. You didn't have to come on this platform and be a fucking fraud. You didn't have to come on this platform and lie to these same people who are putting money in your pocket. FFG don't gotta like me, don't gotta like Yaba, don't gotta like nobody in this space. At the very least, respect the people who changed your fucking life, you crackhead ass bitch. Respect the people who were making sure you don't see the 9th and 10th eviction, you dumbass bitch. But she couldn't even do that because that's who FFG is. You think it's a shock that her family has issues? Fuck no. You don't think my family got issues? Please, bitch. They know better to bring it online. And if they do, skirt, I'll be at your front door. What the fuck are you doing? There are many things about FFG that a lot of people would understand, even down to, according to her brother, the drug issues she used to have. But you didn't have to come on this platform to be fraud. People were going to support what they wanted to support. But she's so used to being a fraud ass, lying ass bitch, she couldn't stop. It just kept going and going and going. And the truth is, none of you dumbass chinians can explain why the fuck this bitch kept lying. She didn't have to address it. Okay. She didn't even have to tell when BBJ passed. No problem. But why didn't she clear it up when she did choose to speak on BBJ? Why accept super chats saying this is for BBJ's Christmas knowing BBJ was dead? You can't answer that. Because the truth is, the bitch that you stand, the bitch that you praise, the bitch whose community you want to be a part of so bad is a fraud. A bigger one than Chantel. And that's something some of y'all can't cope with. Some of y'all can't accept. So you're going to keep spinning lies, making excuses. Pathetic. Truly pathetic. And if that's for you, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Couldn't be me, bitch.
Be a lesson you carry with you for the rest of your life. I said it on the night of the bloop stream, and I'm going to say it again tonight. Don't you ever fucking underestimate me again. Not just me, in general.
I should find my manners. Hey, Yaba and Sam, I saw y'all, but you know I'm talkers. I can only imagine how many people, especially when we start going through these streams, that find out they were super chatting FFG or a dead cat. I could only imagine the response for some of the viewers. And yes, I'm going through a lot. I'm combing through shit, and it's just like, it's gonna be interesting. Again, let's see if FFG has even an ounce of respect left for some of the viewers she lied to at least be honest from here on out. I doubt it though.
You, dumbass, shouldn't be underestimating anybody. Just assume you're the dumbest person in every room you're in. Okay? Okay. I will read the end of this. Also, I have you, moron, admitting to a scheme to get my cat. So thanks for being dumb and incriminating yourself. There she goes again, calling me dumb. Where did I ever talk about a scheme to get your cat and da-da-da? I facilitated the rehoming of your elderly cat instead of her being euthanized. I was like the go-between, the facilitator of the deed. Okay? You're scheming to get the cat. How about you're fucking scheming to kill a cat that you learned from your mother who schemed and réussi to kill the cat when you were a kid? This is learned behavior. You learned it at home. What?
Since we're talking about learned behavior, and FFG loves talking about parents who are not even on the platform, parents who don't even post away from Facebook, honestly, since it was always a goal to talk about Chantel's mama. Let's talk about FFG's daddy and her brother. So earlier, FFG's brother and dad were going at it. Let's see. At least what got my attention was this first tweet here. Let's see. This man, Lomain, 2323, my father, don't have his last name, not on my birth certificate, but was there when I was born, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Has been a heroin addict. Ooh, let me say that again. Has been a heroin addict. See, these drugs are new to me. Has been a heroin addict and has been abusing prescription opioids for 20 years. Multiple arrests for domestic violence. Let's read that one more time. Again, these are the words of FFG's brother. This man, Lomain 2323, my father, don't have his last name, not on the birth certificate, but was there when I was born. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Has been a heroin addict and has been abusing prescription opioids for 20 years. Opiates for 20 years. Multiple arrests for domestic violence. Honestly, Zach, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. We're going to get back into the family affair that they made public. We're going to get into that right after this break. And before we get to this break, this bond, do y'all understand why I always made sure to include FFG in these break clips? When I clock a bitch, I clock a bitch. I'll be right back. You're right, Zach.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Oink, oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay what you're getting so hollow. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't see it and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
See, we just needed a quick break because all of a sudden I forgot how to speak English, and Zach came in clutch. Zach said, "Friend, don't do this. Take a break." And you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Let me get to some of the support, and we're gonna go right back into the back and forth between Chris, FFG's brother, and FFG's dad. Danny, thank you so much for 22 months. Auntie, my place of work got robbed early this morning. My district manager was going to do an investigation since I was the one closing last night. And let them, and make sure you documented stuff your damn self. Let them. They could try you if you want, and also keep HR right there ready to go. Let them, especially if you ain't got none to hide, boo. Let them. But I do hope it all works out. Don't stress over it. Do not stress over it. If there's nothing there, you'll be good. Mr. FFG just breezed into you. Thank you for your username. My 6-foot queen who doesn't use cats for clout, period. Nor do I fucking flirt with feeders. Bitch, I'll be damned. Thank you for your username. Because I collected a lot for the stream in hopes that I remember to go over a lot of it. And because of your username, you just reminded me of this right here. Because one thing about FFG, she's going to try to take a shot at a creator, especially, God forbid, that creator ever criticized her. This is actually from October 29th. Is just beating grandpa today really grifting for a computer? LOL. How many years on YouTube and you can't invest in your own channel? It's giving Chantel. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever. And then Peggy Hill. Peggy, I apologize for not having your tweet ready. Peggy Hill on Twitter, for those who are active on Twitter, you know who Peggy Hill is, came in clutch and said, wait a minute. FFG is talking about another creator not investing in their channel. The same FFG who claims to not have a webcam, the same FFG who claims to not want to pay for YouTube Premium to skip ads with her viewers. That FFG, they listed a lot more, to be clear. 8 FFG to fuck up. I saw that. I said, ooh, ow. I mean, you ain't wrong, but ow. You ain't wrong. Here's the thing. And this is technically not in defense of Just Breezing. It's just the nerve of someone like FFG who had to do the things that she did, lie the way she has to gain her support, and want to talk about other people grifting. A whole fraud ass bitch, fraud ass clown. Okay. You know, sometimes one of my favorite things about FFG is the fact she doesn't think before she tweets. Because when I tell you Peggy clocked that bitch, I was like, oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me skim through these tweets and make sure Peggy still like me. Let me make sure. Always projection with her. And then she want to talk about just boozing today. Bitch, your brother said you were pretty much a crackhead. And sometimes these tweets be giving coke rant. And it doesn't help. Remember how the clip, before we went on a break, before I started going over these, it was a clip of, you know, FFG saying this is where you get certain things from, referring to Chantel's mom and Chantel. It doesn't help when your brother's saying that your daddy used to be an addict too. And for those who don't remember, yeah, her brother said there was a reason that her and a friend had a falling out, and it was due to their addiction to drugs. I know we've gone back and forth trying to figure out what it was, whether it was coke or heroin. But sounds like Chantel's not the only person who gets certain things from their parents. Just, hey, don't shoot the messenger. Remember, the person giving us all this is your brother. Rosie's, oh my God, Rosie Pam sprayed hamper. Thank you so much for joining. Memberships, thank you so much. You are supreme, so you have access to Discord. And y'all, this week I will try my best to make sure we circle back to Rosie, because there's been a lot going on. It's just that bitch been going live for like 6 hours at a time in the middle of the night. Girl, I gotta edit this shit. Take a melatonin, shit. Actually, put the melatonin inside the burger. Maybe it'll absorb more. I don't know. Shit. KD, thank you so much for 3 months. I wake up every day grateful I'm not a train wreck. Listen, and hold on to those moments. I'm not saying I haven't had train wreck moments. Like, I've had my big toe on the tracks, but I'm so happy I've had the right support to pull me away from the tracks. So be grateful, because I've had my big toe right on that track a few times on this platform. Raven, thank you so much for 1 month. Oh, Raven, if you look in the description, there's a tutorial to link you to, well, it's a tutorial to get you into the Discord. If that doesn't work, please DM me on Twitter, if you don't mind, please. Sarah, thank you. You make me feel 6 foot tall. I know that's right. You know what? No, 6'4". How about that? Thank you, boo. Nikki T, thank you so much. FFG always had her, hold on, except in October she died. Hold on. Always had her, except in October she died. FFG went on to celebrate the anniversary of her rescue and do Xmas Christmas merch. Sick. Yep. Thank you, Foodie. Yes. Fruity, let's not forget Fruity Tea. Fruity Tea came in clutch for tonight's stream. Let me get back into some of the tweets, the back and forth between FFG's brother and her daddy. Let's see. Give me 1 sec. This was the response. So we just went over this here, right? Where FFG's brother is talking about the dad. This is FFG's father. George responded, because worked 2 jobs his whole life, maximum period of each job, 2 years, and then he just had to go and lie on his ass and keep manipulating his mother and giving her such a headache until she passed away. And he still doesn't understand where his mother got the cancer from. That, according to FFG's brother, is their father. Not his biological father, but his father. Now blaming blaming Chris for his mother's cancer. His mother that passed from cancer. Let me get another one. Boy, oh boy, they're nasty. FFG's brother responded with this here. Oh, actually, this was a response to him, George calling Chris useless. You are a useless human. You are a useless human being who drove your own mother to an early grave. So get lost and go and find others now to try to manipulate and leech from. And let's see who's going to pick you up. Wait, who's going to pick you up off the streets next time this is coming soon? Next time that is coming soon. And Chris, FFG's brother, responded, "It's crazy that you say that. When mom was on her deathbed, she literally said he did this to me, referring to you, which I don't actually believe was or is the case. If you don't believe me, you can ask your daughter because she said it to her too." This is on public social media. I just want to point that out. Public social media. Public social media. All I did was take a screenshot. I did not engage. Nope. Just took a screenshot. Just took a screenshot. And I just want to repeat this one here. Addict, abusing prescription opiates for 20 years, multiple arrests for domestic violence. According to FFG's brother. Here's the thing, Don, when you're that broken and that fucked up, I think it's just whatever. That's the truth. I'm not gonna pretend I don't got issues within my family. I'm not gonna pretend we don't go at it like this privately. But it's private. It's private. The issues different, but it's still nasty. I'm not gonna make it seem like family problems are so rare. This is so shocking. What's shocking about it is it's happening publicly and it's coming from the family of a creator in this space. The family of a creator who has mocked, dragged, and disrespected a lot of Chantel's family who didn't ask for this. Remember that rant she went on not too long ago where she was just like, I know my brother, bitch. I know my father and all these things. Well, FFG, this is your brother and father on Twitter. Chantel's dad may have been a deadbeat, and Chantel may be a horrible, horrible daughter, horrible sister, and her family still didn't give us this. Still didn't give us this. Crazy. Oh, you want their names back up? Hold on. Give me one sec. This is Chris's tweet. That's the dad's handle. And the dad's name, hold on, let me make sure. Is this the dad? Yeah, and the dad's, that was his original reply. Yep. Just in case anybody want to take screenshots, you know. There's that. And that was FFG's brother and daddy. A mess. I want to repeat, even Chantel's family, as trifling as Chantel is, hasn't even done this. Oh, Tenacious. Okay, Tenacious, can I ask you a question? Can you provide me a tweet where you said the same thing to FFG? Keep in mind, Chantel's family never entered this space looking for attention, looking to interact. FFG's brother and FFG's dad have specifically entered this space for attention and to interact with viewers. So I'm not knocking what you're saying, but is the energy the same everywhere? Because if not, I need you to kindly shut the fuck up. I mean, don't give your opinion, but like also shut the fuck up. You sound stupid.
Learn a fucking lesson. Fucking idiot, Chantal. You are a fucking idiot. For real, for real. You know what we have, though, on video, as opposed to what you're saying? Here's what I have on video. My silver unicorns, thank you for the super chat.
FFG is saying this is what she had on video. This is also what's on her platform in video form. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is from April 8th, 2024. This would have been 6 months after BBJ was put down. 6 months. Go ahead.
Oh, another great point. Yeah, lying that she was getting Sam back. She knew she wasn't going to stay. She was never getting Sam back. That was 100% a lie. Why would she lie about that? A play for money, of course. The B.
For anyone who wants to follow the account that has been clipping and clocking the fuck out of FFG, even just from the last 12 hours, take a screenshot right there. Fruity Tootie. And their handle is within the yellow. Fruity Tootie, baby, wherever you are, my hat's off to you. You had receipts that I haven't even gone through. Fruity Tootie in the last 12 hours have gone over in lightning speed, has gone over streams I haven't even had time to go over. And I'm like, oh, you got time. See, that's what you don't do in a community like this. You find Fruity Tooties up there that got time. It's just like, ooh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Users would get excited. Yay, Sam's coming back. And maybe throw a little money her way. Teaspoon, thank you for the super chat. I'm overjoyed Sam is staying in a safe, stable environment. Same. I have no doubt Sam is happy there, and Chins was lying about it to get people donating. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. I choose to believe Sam is in as good of a...
I want to run that back because there's a point I had to make. I definitely want to run that back. One moment.
Another great point. Yeah. Lying that she was getting Sam back. She knew she wasn't going to stay. She was never getting Sam back. That was 100% a lie. Why would she lie about that? A play for money, of course.
So this is around the time that, and I actually agree with this criticism, to be clear. When Chantel was playing around with the idea of her claiming she might get Sam back, I do think it was to get support. Where this doesn't age well for FFG is when she says, why would she lie about that? For the money. That's the same reason why FFG was still even here lying about BBJ being alive. See, two things can be true at once. I agree with what she's saying. That should be criticized about Chantel. But the irony is that can also be said about FFG. It's just in this moment here, not enough people knew that. Why would Chantel lie about trying to get Sam back? It's the same reason FFG would lie about BBJ still being alive. Money. The projection.
Of course. The Beezers would get excited. Yay, Sam's coming back. And maybe throw a little money her way. Teaspoon, thank you for the super chat. I'm overjoyed Sam is staying in a safe, stable environment. Same. I have no doubt Sam is happy there, and Chins was lying about it to get people donating. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. I choose to believe Sam is in as good of a new home as BBJ is. There's no...
I'm sorry, what? FFG is choosing to believe Sam is in a good home, just like... So she believes Sam is dead? In an urn? On someone's shelf? This is from after BBJ died. After BBJ was put down. So she chooses to believe Sam is in just a good home as well. Just like BBJ. But BBJ is dead. BBJ's in an urn. So she choose. She ain't have to say that. She didn't have to say that. I want to remind y'all. You see how she offers up these lies? The topic was Sam. The topic was Chantel trying to get Sam, and the reason behind that. Why bring up BBJ knowing you haven't told the truth yet? The truth is she clearly never told the truth. Her brother had to come forward, but why would you say that? Again, we all have choices.
No reason not to believe that. The amount, like the odds statistically, people take care of their pets. So it's not a stretch to believe that, yeah, Sam is living his best life right now, just like BBJ.
Sam is living his best life right now, just like BBJ, but BBJ is dead. Can someone, a Chinyan, do you dare ask her why she lied like this? Was the lie necessary? Or you're just going to accept the lies because you let clown ass bitches play in your face? Okay.
React to it the day you buy your house. I have something else in mind on that day. It's a little more painful for her. Imagine that. It's going to be a doozy. But yes, I've already got the plan for that day.
So she's talking about the day she moves into the Spite House. Would that be the day she was going to tell viewers that BBJ had passed? She has these plans on what to react to stick it to Chantel, get under her skin. At what point does she put that to the side? Her need to get under Chantel's skin, her need to stick it to Chantel. At what point does FFG put that to the side and put the respect of her viewers in the forefront? Oh, that's right, because she never respected y'all. Y'all were always a means to an end, and that's exactly how she treated viewers. Sucks.
Wait. You think that your words prove a goddamn thing? The words of a liar mean nothing.
The words of a liar mean nothing. I couldn't agree more. What does that say about FFG? A known liar for years. The projection, baby, the projection.
But this is what you do. You lie when you're cornered to get the chat off of your back, like off your case, off your back.
You lie when you're cornered to get the chat off your back. I want to remind y'all this criticism was aimed at Chantel. We've been here an hour and 43 minutes. I have past streams as well. Imagine lacking this much self-awareness. Because what does FFG do when her back is against the wall due to her lies? She continues lying to cover up the past lies. Or she'll bark at a lot of viewers, block those viewers. The crazy thing is FFG built a platform on reacting to herself and laughed all the way to the bank. That is crazy.
Established behavior. It's been years. She does the same fucking thing constantly with the chat when she's getting it, you know?
Miss you, babe. Yeah, Salah calls me video like every day to show me.
I want us to pay close attention to this here. But before we do, this is from Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2023. Before we get into that, I want to go over this quick clip. This quick clip from December 22nd, 2023. And the reason these are important, it was after BBJ was put down. It's been about 2 months now. And again, I want to credit Foodie for this clip. This is from December 22nd, 2023.
Hey, Mama, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas, BBJ. Enjoy your golden years. That's so sweet of you. Why, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Gorl. Aw.
I'm going to assume Sassy Mama would love to know that her super chat was in vain because BBJ was gone. It's not to mean that there's a chance Sassy Mama still would have sent that same $20, but had different intentions, had a different message, a different purpose. Did you hear FFG even hint at a correction? Even say, listen, I appreciate this. I won't need help or anything towards BBJ moving forward. I thank you for all the support. Even a quick, like, I appreciate this, but when it comes to BBJ, it's just going to be me. Something quick. Something quick, even if you don't want to get into it, but something to let that viewer know. I appreciate it, but nah. And I know you're thinking like, damn, maybe it just caught her off guard. Okay, let's go with that. Especially for anyone who wants to defend FFG. Maybe you're saying, nah, it probably caught her off guard. She didn't know what to say in that moment. Okay, period. Let's see what FFG talked about 2 days later. It was a conversation brought up by her. The super chat, hey, might have caught her off guard. But let's take a look at 2 days later.
The pets. And Julia she seriously seems to recognize my voice. She looks confused, like, where is it coming from? She misses me. She's not scared. She misses me. She loves me. I see some people say, like, my cat hates me. No, she loves me. Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I'm sure she loves you just like your former cats loved you. And by that, I mean, hate your fucking guts. But since she just reminded me, y'all, our gift for BBJ for Christmas this year, you know?
So, Chantel saying that Julia misses her made FFG think of a gift that she'd be getting BBJ that year. BBJ that was put down 2 months ago? It wasn't a super chat that caught her off guard. Chantel simply said, Julia misses her. Why not just stick to talking about that? She's about to go into a gift. She plans on getting a dead cat and then go into a made-up story of her delivering the gift to her friend, a friend she made up because she had BBJ the whole time. Again, someone explain to me this unnecessary lie. Anyone, explain to me this unnecessary lie. And thank you so much, Secrets Girl. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you for the gifted memberships. A gift for a cat that is dead, but her viewers don't know that the cat is dead. And I want you to listen to the wording of we. We. Please remember that. Let's back that up.
Constantly with the chat when she's getting it, you know?
Again, listen to we.
You, babe. Yeah, Salah calls me video like every day to show me the pets. And Julia she seriously seems to recognize my voice. She looks confused, like, where is it coming from? She misses me. She's not scared. She misses me. She loves me. I see some people say, like, my cat hates me. No, she loves me. Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I'm sure she loves you just like your former cats loved you. And by that, I mean hate your fucking guts. But since she just reminded me, y'all, our gift for BBJ for Christmas this year, you know those things they make for cats and it's like a fish and the tail flops around? Okay, so it's one of those, but it's like an updated version of that. It's a shark. It's a big shark and the whole thing flops around on the floor and you can take the whole thing like apart and take the motor out and stuff so you can wash the actual like shark piece of it, you know what I mean? Like the exterior can just be thrown into a washing machine. And it's got this like big motor thing with this big motorized tail that you shove in and you charge it with a USB. It is the cutest fucking thing. Cutest fucking thing. So
Why go into so much detail about a gift that is for a dead cat? Okay.
I hope she really likes it. Don't tell her what we got her till tomorrow.
No, I'm in Canada.
And I didn't have wrapping paper with cats on it, but I had.
Oh, she wasn't done. She had to continue the lie, continue the made up story time. Go ahead. Tell us about the wrapping paper, FFG. Go ahead.
Wrapping paper with dogs on it. So I wrapped it over. When I dropped it over at my friend's house, who has BBJ, you know, I wrote sorry on the fucking wrapping paper. So when the cat reads it, she'll know it was no hate. It was just I don't fuck with cats like that. I don't have cat wrapping paper, but I have dog wrapping paper because that's what I wrap the dog's Christmas presents with. Don't judge me.
A lot has changed. Doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Lie on top of lie on top of lie. FFG had BBJ the whole time. What was the purpose of that lie? First lie, she's buying a gift for a dead cat. She made sure to say we, because that's a signal to what? The viewers to send super chats. And then she went on to make up a story about wrapping paper and dropping it off at a friend, the friend who has BBJ, when in fact there was no friend. Just like there was no sister-in-law. And a lot of people didn't even catch on to when her language started changing. When did it become a friend and no longer her sister-in-law and brother who had BBJ? That's kind of the problem with lies. You have to be able to keep up with them. And when you're someone like FFG who lies at ease, who lies unnecessarily, cracks will eventually show. This is crazy. She's not okay. What was the reason? I'll wait. What was the reason? Money and greed. Gotta remember. Sometimes you just gotta bring it back, like money and greed. Duh. Hello. Ah, such a shame. Cindy, thank you so much for 2 months. I'm disgusted with Gary, piece of shit. Took our money. Smoked and laughed all the way to the bank. That's the crazy thing. I know she laughed in y'all faces. She was already playing in y'all faces. But when those streams ended, the way she just laughed in y'all faces. Nikki T, think FFG has been anxious about this coming out. I'm sure she has. I think that plays a part in her anger, because she probably didn't know when it was going to happen. And I think it plays a part in why she needed to push so many lies and take credibility away from so many creators in this space, because she didn't know where it was going to be coming from. Don't get me wrong. I know it had to be greed. She wanted to be the main reactor when it comes to Chantel, but a part of it was, I believe, her needing to take credibility away from anyone who might even speak on this. Let's not forget the amount of lies FFG has spread about me. I've done countless streams debunking it all. And now we're just down to, I'm a jealous hater. But you're the one. But FFG was the one who was out here saying shit like this in 2022. And I never did nothing to the bitch. December's coming. Charlie's got to work fast to get rid of me so she can make coin again this year. I'm going to do everything in my power to fuck up Charlie's December on YouTube. Those were FFG's messages to Gaining Ground back in 2022. Till this day, she can't even say why the fuck she would say that about me. The irony of this is she just added to my content in December with just this coming out, just that date. And me, who's going to take the time to comb through these streams and bring my ass up here, not only at the end of November, but through December as well. And the thing that I may not mention a lot, I get requests every single week about covering FFG. Like, hey, when's the next FFG stream? When's the next stream? I don't mean to bother you, but it's just, I've been trying to focus on everything going on with Amber. Chantel now left Syria. She's crying. Shit, Rosie still a fat ass, rolling around. Now she's on the walk. It's just so much I've been trying to focus on. And now she just added to my content list, not only for the end of November, but through December as well. The irony of that. See, when your words don't age well, and above that aside, when you're a nasty, conniving bitch, be better than this. One of the reasons I take joy in criticizing FFG, not only because I monetize it, obviously, but because of her attempting these things here. You don't have to like me. You could criticize me. I might say something in this stream you don't fuck with. Fine. But the nastiness that she did behind the scenes, trying to paint me in a certain light, throw dirt on my name, lie on my name, only for me to sit here today, still being the weight loss failure, still being the one who didn't delete their channel, lost support, but actually being one of the most solid creators in this space after everything she's attempted, after everything creators before her attempted. Damn. I would hate me too. I would hate me too. A fraud, scamming ass bitch wanted me out the way. Good thing I'm still here. And I offer a safe space for people to not get blocked, to openly give their opinions on FFG's fraud ass. If I was FFG, I'd want me gone too. I don't want me gone too. Like, hello. I'd want me gone too. Shit, sucks to suck, huh? Sucks to suck. Let's get into this clip from earlier this year, July.
Yeah, you know what? You know what it is? Follow the money. It's not stick by anything. How can we make a little coin? And right now, how can we kick FFG or get FFG out of the community and get her coin? It's always been about the coin. Always. Always, and nothing more. It's just that simple. They're not deep people. They're surface level fucktards. You understand? The icing.
Guess who that was about? That was about me, Yaba, and Sam. I want to repeat, FFG projects a lot. Should I, after you just heard that clip, she's talking about getting people out the way? No. Let me reintroduce you to this. I'm going to do everything in my power to fuck up Charlie's December on YouTube. At what point does the projecting and lies stop for her? Again, I understand why a fraud ass, lying ass bitch would want someone like me out the way. But be honest about it. If she was honest about it, these streams wouldn't be as enjoyable for me. I enjoy it because I love clocking a lying ass bitch. That's why I had so much fun with Rachel. That's why I have so much fun with Chantel. That's why I have so much fun with Amber. Don't be a lying ass bitch. These would be harder for me. Or I just wouldn't touch it at all. Kind of simple. Just saying. Mm-mm-mm.
On top of her whole fucking story is that she can't even reach her goddamn bean. To be that frustrated and be able to do fuck all about it. The cherry on top of the sundae. Let's start with the video that she herself put up on her channel because the audacity of this heifer. Rehoming BBJ, my 20-year-old cat. Hold on, let me get the tab. There was no emotion apparently from Chantal except for mush mouth because there was somebody she was attracted to at the door. Pete's genuinely, apparently, according to what I was told, seemed.
According to what she was told, who she was told this by was her brother. So she believed her brother's word enough because her brother went up to the door, got BBJ. Her brother's the one who interacted with Chantel and Pete's. So her brother's word was good enough to retell this story to her viewers. But today, her brother's word is not good enough to believe that BBJ has passed, even though she has deflected, raged, and lied all through this. So her brother's word is good enough here. But when he starts telling the truth about her, it's no longer good enough. Interesting.
A lot more concerned about the giving away of BBJ than Chantal. And there it was, and BBJ is handed off to her new owner. That's it. An arrangement was made. Chantal was rehoming her cat, like you could tell by the title of her own video that she herself filmed and posted up, rehoming her cat. The cat was rehomed. Life is good for BBJ. Snoopy the cat, thank you for the super chat. My foster cat was adopted by her forever family. Oh no. Oh, well, you're happy about that. Okay, see, I am like a golden retriever, and I get attached to anything in like 5 seconds. I could never foster an animal because, my God, the day that they would be adopted, I would die. I can't. But I'm glad you're not me and more mature about it. I'm glad that they got to their forever home. I guess that's the most important thing, right?
The reason I wanted to go over that clip, FFG is being performative here. Like, oh my God, if I fostered an animal, I get attached so quickly. You know, them going to the next forever home would be too much for her. What about a cat that she had for 8 months being put down? FFG didn't skip a beat. Didn't skip a beat. And we're going to go over a clip of FFG a few days after BBJ was put down. So FFG, this would be so hard for her. Of course, just trying to be relatable and trying to just be performative. But hasn't skipped a beat since talking about BBJ. The only thing she changed was then turning angry at viewers questioning her. Interesting.
Not about us. It's about them. Why am I making it about me? Fuck me. This was so fucking real. So fucking real and so fucking amazing. You are so dumb. And as dumb as you might think I am, Chantal, for the rest of your life, you can just be reminded constantly by this. I'll always be smarter than you. If
FFG, this is to you. Call it cringy, call it whatever you want. You're a dumb bitch. You overestimated your reach, your influence, and your manipulation. For the rest of your time on this platform, you're going to be reminded there are a lot more creators smarter than you. Chantel is a dumb bitch, but not everybody's as dumb as Chantel. And you're now in this position because you thought you was smarter than everybody, even though you have lied about damn near everything about your personal life when you didn't even have to do that. You're a dumb bitch. You're a fraud bitch. You're a scamming ass bitch. You project a lot, bitch. What was it? A few of us intimidated you? What was it? Were you always picked last? Because you're the ugly sibling? What is it? You should heal. Go get that therapy that you've been avoiding. And there's nothing that you, your Chinyans, or any forums can do to change the fact that people are listening. Don't get me wrong. I want people to keep watching you. I watch Chantel. I love watching a fraud ass, train ass wreck, you know? But you're dumb. You're dumb. Let's continue.
If you think I'm the dumbest motherfucker on this planet, what the fuck would that make you? And it makes me so happy that for forever, your biggest public ego hit is coming from me.
October 20th, 2023. 3 days after BBJ was put down.
It's not our problem anymore. I suppose the only good thing, I don't want to say good, but it's like merciful that Timbit's not around anymore. Timbit's not suffering anymore. Sam, like, we don't know what was Sam's like status when Sam was, I want to say rescued too out of that living condition. We don't know what was going on with Sam, but Sam is rescued and living better. And I mean, I can't attest for BBJ. Bitch is fucking thriving and we all know it.
FFG can attest for BBJ. Bitch is fucking thriving. And we all know it. Those were her words. BBJ was put down 3 days prior. Where is this joy and incitement coming from? Had a cat for 8 months. Had to put that cat down 3 days prior to this clip. It's one thing to not want to talk about it because it's hard. You're going to be grieving. It's another thing to do this. She played in your faces. All for the money and greed.
Speaking of BBJ, what I was trying to work on before the stream, and I'm about to, when we end the stream, go right back to it. I think I have figured out the way to do these calendars. You know, we had been talking about making a BBJ calendar. And you have to put your tail between your legs, come back to Canada probably on Shmi's dime to live in Cornwall and admit to all of us that we were right, you were wrong, and you can sit there and sob all fucking day. That will eventually be the biggest L you take publicly online, the biggest ego hit you take. But until that moment, bitch, it's this. All right, and I live for this shit.
I live for this shit too. Continuing to shine a light on lying ass, fraud ass, fake ass, manipulative ass bitches like her. It was all unnecessary. And this is only the beginning. Let me get to some more of the support and thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for being patient. I literally threw this stream together today. I was just like, let me get something together because if I come back and it is Chantel rolling around in Walmart, I know I was going to get tomatoes. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank you. And Yaba, I agree. I saved this just to say I agree. Y'all can argue with your mamas. I agree. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate y'all. I will try to be back tomorrow. Here's the thing. Tomorrow's not FFG because I really wanted to cover Chantel and see if I could get into some of the Rosie stuff, because Rosie's rolling around in her rollator. Oh, it was a struggle. It was a lot. But y'all, Rosie is outside in the middle of the night with that rollator that one of her viewers bought her. Heavy breathing, struggling, throwing a fit, so many things. Again, my stable is full. I got a lot of locals, a lot of train wrecks. Right now it's 4. I'm gonna do my best to do a nice rotation. If drama really pop off with one, that's where I'm gonna focus, and then I'll circle back to the others. But FFG, I just want to say thank you in advance for not ruining my December, but adding to it. You're a clown, you're a fraud, you're pathetic, and I enjoy it. And to anyone who has an issue with that, baby, take that up with FFG. I didn't tell her to do this. It was her choice. It was her choice. Oh, no problem. Let me shut my ass up. Rest in peace, BBJ. You deserved better, boo. Throw some candles, flowers, whatever your heart, whatever you feel in your heart for BBJ. It is actually really fucked up how all this went down, but shout out to BBJ. I don't want to drag it on too long, but it sucks it had to be this, because it really didn't. FFG had a choice. Y'all, I know this is a tough topic for a lot of y'all. I get that. Do whatever you got to do for yourself, especially tonight, during the day, wherever you are. Just take care of yourself. The truth is, people suck. People suck. And the longer I'm on this platform, even the longer I'm on this space, someone's going to disappoint you in some way. How they go about that disappointment is really what matters. It is what it is. And we're just getting started. I'll be looking out for FFG's response. Unless it's just silence. Either way, nothing stops over here. Later, y'all.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways, from being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell, I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but you had to be an asshole. You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my god. Goodbye.